The G-Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy G-Wade holding it down, G-Wade Podcast, and I'm kicking it alongside with my man Deacon
Dirty.
And we got special guests in the building. We got a return offender. You know what I mean? She goes by the name of Rosalyn.
That's right.
What's happening?
What's up? What's up?
That's what's up. And she brought a special guest with her. Now, I want to make sure I'm saying your name properly. Is it Jovan or Javon?
Either which one is all good.
So you gonna respond to each one? Javon Johnson is in the building. What's up, bro?
Appreciate it. I'm blessed, man. How you doing?
That's what's up, man. I'm blessed. I cannot complain, fam. You know what I mean? So now, last time you was here, we were talking about the play, which is actually still happening right now.
Yep, and actually, he is a part of the show.
Oh, you're part of the show as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, then let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
Now, I'm in the house with all these AT aliens, and I don't know how I feel right now. But, wait a minute, no, I'm sorry. No, Chicago is in the building. That's
baby.
right, my bad.
Yeah,
well, I'm good now. I'm straight.
That's all love. That's all
Last
love.
week I thought they was going to jump me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Love.
Right. That's what's up. So you were here to talk about the school, JNR
Elite
Corporation. And I want to get into all that, but just so that we can kind of recap and bring everybody back up to speed, or for those who's just tuning in and haven't heard anything about Rosalyn Patterson from the last show, we want to just let them know who you be.
Well, who I be and who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, I'm Rosalyn Patterson. Facebook, Rosalyn Smith. I am an actress, author, model, singer, business owner, all of the above, all that and more. So this week coming up, you'll be hearing about The Shell of a Man, in which I am a main character in, which unfortunately I won't be in that particular show because I'll be out of town.
Oh, wow.
But
okay.
however, I'm one of the originals.
Gotcha. Well, I know you made that perfectly clear last time.
But I dabble in so much. We do music videos.
Okay.
So we will be out of town
Gotcha.
filming in a movie video that we shot.
So, that's what's up.
Yeah, and you can catch our music video on YouTube, Rosalyn. If you Google Rosalyn Smith, you'll see Holy by Javon and I.
Oh, wait a minute. Y'all rapping or singing?
Well, I sing. We both sing, but I can't rap though too. So I write for everybody. So.
Oh, that's what's up. Oh,
Yeah.
see, I don't know if did you mention that last time?
No.
Oh, I didn't think you did. Yeah.
She tripping.
Okay. Well, we get to get
it was
all
about the show.
I got you.
Yeah.
So today it's about JNR Elite Corporation, which is Jovan and Rosalyn. Entertainment Corporation, and we sing, he writes. We have JNR Elite, that's an acting school. We actually produced our first movie, thanks to Latrice for writing the movie, but we produced it.
Oh, that's what's up. What's the movie?
It's called
I had to look it up real quick.
Gosh, I forgot the name of it.
We be doing so much.
We do so much. It's on the tip of my tongue. Game Over. That's the name of it. Game Over. Which Tina was one of the actresses in the movie.
Oh, dope. Okay.
So
Tina played a cop, right?
No, Tina actually played the crazy girlfriend with the gun that was shooting, trying to get somebody. But we produced our first film.
Okay.
So I feel good about that.
Nice.
And yeah, that's pretty much who we are.
Oh, that's what's up. Well, let me ask Javon a couple of questions. Now, from the Shy.
Yeah.
Now, every time I'm a podcast listener to the core.
Let's go.
So I listen to a lot of different podcasts, and then you see a lot of stuff on the internet.
I feel like I know what we're going to
with Chicago just be like, it be popping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know I don't ever want to drive down Old Block. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a good assessment.
Right.
That's a great assessment.
Yeah,
you definitely my city is a beautiful city, man.
I've been to Chicago. I love Chicago.
It's definitely a beautiful city, and I just think like any other city, you're gonna have some rough edges and the cracks in the corners in every city and every state. What I like to shine the light on is you can't take away the 6 championships with Michael Jordan, the first black president, and Obama.
Let's focus on the thing.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But however,
Magnificent Mile.
Yeah.
I know all about it.
Yeah. Walter the Payton. You know what I'm saying? Greatest running back ever. You know what I'm saying? But however, when you don't when nighttime come,
hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah. It can get a little different. Right. It can get a little different.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
You know, no, I definitely grew up on the south side of Chicago, Inglewood, one of the most hardest neighborhoods in the city of Chicago.
You said Inglewood,
Inglewood,
right?
that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
The same place where Lil Durks and the Chief Keefs come from.
Yeah.
You know, I actually used to gang bang with Lil Durk's father.
Okay.
You know, back in the days. You
All
know,
right.
So you know, it could get a little rough. It got to the point where one time, you know, we just got immune to the gunshots. You know, if they ain't shooting at us, we want to run it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We could just be sitting on the porch just chilling, and it sound like somebody
they wilding over there.
They wilding over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We eat our cereal.
Right,
we finish doing whatever we was doing, but it ain't got nothing to do with us. Though. And you know, normally when you hear gunshots, the first thing you do is you running and trying to take for cover. But it got to the point where we just got so immune to it. But you know, I thank God that I survived it, and you know, a lot of people don't get to see my age in my city. But I'm blessed. I
got to put out this tweet. I heard this dude rap this joint. He was out on the block just spitting this verse, and I thought the line that he said in it was so dope. And I said, I got to tweet this, but I haven't done it yet. But he says, "We're not living long enough to see if black don't crack."
Man,
wow. I was like, how dope is that line, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my!
You know, I used to speak at a lot of graduations in Chicago.
Okay,
because you know, by me being on the entertainment field, you know, I was around that, so they all used to always book me, and I used to always talk to the shorties, and I used to ask them, what you want to be when you grow up, because sometimes it'd be like 8th grade, they get ready to go to high school, or sometimes it'd be high school getting ready to graduate, you know, and I ask them what they feel like they want to be, and I kid you not, 80 to 90% of the time you hear alive.
Wow,
that's the answer.
Wow.
Not a cop, not a doctor, not a basketball player. It's, I want to be alive.
Yeah,
wow. You know, and that was the normal answer.
Yeah. I guess if you seeing people, you seeing your friends, you know, on your block, cats you go to school with and all that kind of stuff, dying at 15, 16, 17. Yeah, alive is the appropriate answer.
I seen my first murder when I was 13.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing for a kid to see like that, you know.
No, that's not at all.
Yeah, my city, but you know, it's some beautiful things that sprouted out of that concrete, you know, the black rose came out of the concrete. It's some beautiful things that came out of the city, but you know, you have some dark corners as well.
So you mentioned about, you know, running with, did you say, Lil Durk's father? Yeah. Like what got you involved in the gangs?
Just being around in that environment. You know, you'll get sucked into it. You know, thank God that I could sing and I was a good hooper.
Okay.
So that's both of those things are universal. You know, so I was able to go and dib and dab in different hoods and different neighborhoods.
Right.
Because
so you got the respect.
Right, because he hooped or he do music.
Yeah.
So, and I did both of them well.
Yeah.
So you know, I got a chance to really just venture out. But you know, that also kind of got me in a little trouble. Like once or twice too, because somebody will see me over here with this crew and be like, nah, you running with them now, so now we got to touch you up. And I'm like, wait a minute, I was just with y'all last week. like yeah, we know that, but you with them
still,
this week.
You know what I'm saying? Wow.
You know, so you know, it happens, man. But you know, I thank God that, you know, I knew some people in high places. Even because I could sing, I sung at a lot of people's funerals.
Wow.
But that was high people.
Yeah.
So it was like,
so they
okay,
had the respect.
That was right. So it was like all the gangs coming to this one person funeral. It looked dangerous in there. But you know, you have people like Jesse Jackson at these funerals, Bobby Rush, Barack when he was a senator, and you know, so it was high name people. So you know, the gangsters, the OG gangsters, would be like, man, to give him my number, chief.
Yeah.
If you got any problems, man, you let me know.
Right.
Holler at me, chief. And I'm like, okay, I don't know to be scared of. Say thank you.
What to do?
Yeah. He said, young blood, understand this. You welcome. You understand? You family. I'm like, all right, I didn't know you got to be that girl. So you know, I just thank God that I was able to maneuver, you know, throughout the city without really getting touched like that.
Absolutely. So, so when did you discover that, you know, you had the talent, the gift, you know, the voice?
You said when or what?
Yeah, like what made that happen? Was
it church?
You know, church.
It was church.
That's what you're saying.
Definitely church.
I started to get up there and sing, baby.
I started playing the drums when I was 4 years old. So that was the first instrument. And then when I turned 6, I realized I had more solo songs I was leading more songs in the church than the adults.
Oh wow!
And I said, oh, they must like me. Then I started.
They call little JJ
right,
up here.
right, little JJ, right? You feel me? Because I was dynamite.
Right.
All right.
That's funny.
But then, but then when I turned like 9, I started noticing the little girls from the other church was kind of now it turned into that. It turned into that. And now so now I say, oh, the other Deacon Johnson daughter like me. All right, okay, Deacon Johnson.
I'm seeing his church next week.
Yeah. I'm always going to the afternoon service now. You know what I'm saying? Because they started feeling me. So about 10, 11, I started feeling myself.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you got to go.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
You got to go. I got to go to that.
The Lord is calling
you
me.
knew you want to go into the afternoon. So we done been to church already this morning. I'm not going, but little Lisa waiting on me to come to Canaan Temple.
The Lord is pulling me this way.
I got to go. I got to go lay hands.
Yeah,
it's a God somewhere.
So that's when I started realizing. And then I did my first television show. I had a group out called Made. I did my first.
Made?
Yeah,
okay.
MADE. It stood for Miraculous Achievers Dominating Everything.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so we did our first TV show, and then we became popular in the hood. And then I think what really took it over when I was a senior in high school, we opened up for the group Next. And and you remember them? That's when they first came out with Baby When We Crying and Butter Love. And then that's when it changed, because it was like these same girls that's been seeing me my freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year, acting like I'm different now. They snatching me off the stage. They invite me to the party.
Back then they didn't know.
Yeah, so I'm like, you were just sitting in the lunchroom next to me yesterday. Now all of a sudden my shirt ripped off. Now what's going on? So I was like, okay, this is cool. So I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Now that's what's up. Did you guys go beyond? I guess like open mics and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we did. We actually from that show, because there was some A&Rs in the audience. Actually, one of them was Beyonce cousin's name. I forgot the dude's name. But anyways, and he just texted me the other day. Beyonce's father was looking for a male group. Okay, like. He was trying to build one like Destiny Child.
Gotcha.
He wanted a male version of it. So we ended up going on a little small tour with Destiny Child, Escape, and Jagged Edge at the time. Yeah, and we was the opening acts. So we went we was out on the road with them for like 3 weeks. And then all of a sudden, one of the members of my group who decided he wanted to do gospel. Just like that.
Wow.
So we went from 4 to 3, and it was over. Just that quick. Yeah, but that probably was the best thing that happened to me.
So you're saying over in terms of the group disbanded?
Yeah, the group. Yeah, it was just because what happened was once he just decided he wanted to leave, they tried to put somebody else in the group. He just in jail, right? So we went to the studio, man. We sounded horrible, and it was just like the other members started getting. They was like, "Well, I got to go to work. Man. I got to make some money. I got to go. Yeah,
I got a son,
right? Yeah. So I was the only one that really stuck with it. So now everybody just be calling me and praising me, like, "Man, you stuck with it. We see you on TV, man. That's real, man. We love. We living through you." So I was really wanting to keep going.
Y'all should have been able to pull that off. Destiny's Child. Started with 4.
Yeah,
then, they try to work somebody in.
But they didn't see the vision. That's when they first came out with "You Been Saying No, No, No."
Yeah.
So they didn't see the vision, because even when they broke that up, they still tried to mesh with 4 other,
they tried
2 more other girls,
yeah.
but then it just ended up just being
the 3
with Michelle. But they didn't even see the vision for them being 3. They just got tired of looking and dealing with.
We can't keep searching.
Yeah, they just like, you know what, Daddy, let's just stick it with us. That's it. We've been the group anyway, just us 2, man.
Right.
Add Michelle in there, she look all right.
That's funny.
she love God.
So Rosalyn, when did you guys meet? Was it here in Atlanta? Were you in Chicago? Were y'all out on the road somewhere?
No, we actually met in Atlanta. I didn't know anything about him. I was doing my first stage play.
Okay.
Sister Girl in London, and he was opening.
What's it called again?
Sister Girl in London. How to Love a Damaged Man.
Okay.
So I was doing my first stage play. I had a lead role in, and he was the opening.
Okay.
He had to sing, but I didn't even hear him perform. But believe it or not, I had so many females. Oh, stay away from Showtime. You look like his type. You built nice.
Called him Showtime.
And I'm like, Showtime.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my
so I'm like, who is this? I don't even know who he. I don't care.
Right.
So I'm doing my thing, not knowing he out in the audience. Had no, normally people sing and leave, but it's funny how we met. I was auditioning while at this play. Didn't have any mics. So in this particular stage play, we yelled, we used our voices. I had just sung the day before at a funeral, and I had did 3 shows that day. But he was in a stage play that was traveling, and he was the director of that I wanted to be in. Had no idea he had anything to do with it. Yeah. But, you know, I'm like, okay, this is like a Tyler Perry moment play thingy. So when one of the girls that I was acting with, she was like, you need to be in that because you act so, you are natural. You need to go to the next level. So still not knowing who he is, I was with the writer and his wife. Okay. And they wanted me to audition in front of them. One of the auditions, you had to sing. So, you know me, I love to sing. I love my little Whitney Houston voice, my little Beyonce. So, outside of doing 3 shows, screaming, and a funeral, my voice is shot, but I'm so confident. I sang them anyway and sounded hot.
That's fun.
And then they called me. I had stepped away and went to the store for a minute. Okay. And they called me on my way back. It's like, man, we got a girl out here that want to audition for the background vocals. I said, well, did she audition? How she sound? They said, man, hey, she was horrible, man.
I saw Listen by Beyonce. I killed that song.
They said she was horrible. So I was like, well, I need to hear her for there. You know what I'm saying? Well, you the music director, so you just let her know how you feel. Word. Yeah, so when I get that to her, she's still standing outside with them, and she ready to sing again for me, like she wasn't just horrible the first time.
Like, I don't know what they talking about.
So you know, I didn't feel like that was a professional setting because we had an outside. You should be auditioning
and
outside.
And secondly, I was working. I was.
She was working. She just had, they had a little. They had a little intermission or something.
Yeah, got you.
You know, she shouldn't have even been doing. They shouldn't even have that doing. It was so unprofessional. So I told her, I said, no, she was ready to sing. She was like, I said, wait, hold on, halt. I did that like Eddie Murphy in the halt. You know, and and so I said, what we're going to do is, I said, we're going to audition you Saturday, come to this address, and we're going to do it more professionally. Okay. That gave her a few days
to recover and everything.
Yeah. So when she came and did it that time, they was looking like, that ain't who we saw last time.
This her sister? Like, was it? You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm looking at them like, I thought you said she was horrible.
Yeah.
I'm like, that young lady, they ain't horrible. I heard horrible.
Let me just cut to it now. Yeah. Did you give her a chance? Because after you saw her, you was like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I think she's worth the second shot.
You know what I'm saying? No, not that time. Not yet. Not this time. No, I actually thought she was pretty dope. And then she only came to audition for the background vocals, but I seen something else and I was like, I whispered to my peoples like, hey, I think we should give her a shot for this role. Okay. And they was like, you sure? I said, yeah. So she getting the lead role. She got the lead. She nailed it, man. She nailed it.
That's what's up.
She nailed it. Yeah.
And so, what was the initial? Or obviously, you said you met through the audition.
Well, after the plays, you know, I kind of watched him, you know, because I'm staying away from him.
Did you hear that kind of? You heard y'all snuck that in there?
Yeah. From a close farm.
Yeah. That sound like borderline stalking to me. That's what I think.
No, it was not. I was just staying away because I was hearing what people were saying.
Man, it was some crazy stuff.
But as I worked with him and got to know him, I didn't see what people were saying.
Right.
And it wasn't until I actually, because I didn't know he sung or anything. I had never heard his music.
Right.
I used to bump in my car Lecrae. I love gospel rap.
Shout out to Lecrae.
Right.
Lecrae, and I used to just listen to a lot of gospel rap. And so he gave me his CD one day. And I was like, Dawn, this is dope. And I started feeling it. And then through his music, I began to see a different him and not what others were seeing, which caused me to get a little curious and wanted to hang around him. So I started hanging with him and going to his shows. Yeah. And I saw so much in him. People thought I was his manager. I just started going, selling his CDs. And then we linked up, and he ended up coming to my church to minister. And that's when everything really clicked. The spiritual side of us. Outside of what people said, outside of what I thought naturally, outside of everything, the spiritual outwove everything.
Right. And when was this? What year was this?
2018.
Yeah,
2018.
about 4 years ago.
Okay. Because when you Showtime, for some reason, the name sounds familiar to me. Yeah. I don't know why
He's all over the internet.
Well, but I'm out here, man. I'm out here.
I'm moving and shaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, you shake a couple of trees.
And this is gospel hip hop we talking about, right?
Yeah.
So that's why, because that's my arena.
Yeah.
So that's why
I believe we met before.
That's why I'm like,
I'm pretty sure.
Sound too familiar.
When she came in and told me about you, and I went on your page and looked and seen you, I was like, gee, Wade. First of all, that name sound familiar. Then I went and said, I said, I know this guy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when we do so much in passing, you know,
absolutely.
Yeah. So I believe we met before. Because I do the gospel thing, and I think that's something that we had talked about.
Right. Okay, that's what's up. So at some point, y'all decided, well, obviously, not just forget the business side first. Y'all obviously decided, hey, I think we might be cool as a couple.
Well,
oh man,
no, we used to fight against that.
Okay, all right.
A lot, and we just tried to do. We didn't even start doing January Elite together until the beginning of this year.
Okay, so this is new.
No, it was like November.
Oh, you know what? October of last year.
October
last year.
Okay.
And the classes started, doors opened the beginning of this year. But however, we just worked. Our chemistry together was good, singing and. Yeah, we kept our lives seclusive. Nobody knew.
We was in super denial, man.
We was
I mean, because it was just like, I think she when I first met her, she was just trying to get out of a situation.
Okay.
And then I was definitely trying to get out of a situation too. So it was like, nah, we not gonna. We straight. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, but you like to have fun. I like to have fun.
So why not?
Let's have fun.
So if you happen to be there,
when I get there, right.
We have fun.
This is where I'm gonna be at though. But if you just happen to be
right down the address, it should take about 10 minutes to get there.
Yeah. So
that's funny.
But you know what's crazy though? What's crazy is like. It became, because every time it got to a point where every time you see her, you see me, and everybody just got to talking like it just bananas.
They was putting us
Did
together.
The public put y'all together, right?
We was like, that's not true. You telling them that?
So one day we had a cast meeting, right, for the player that she signed for. We had a cast meeting, right. So we all in a room like this. We got the big long table. Everybody sitting down in the chair.
Right.
I came in the door late like Nino. You know when he was sitting in the chair, I came in like Nino with the dog. Yeah, I had the all black on. I had told her, I said, I got something special I'm finna do it because I got sick and tired of all the little talking and chit and chatting and the chatty patty going around. You know what I'm saying? They never said it to my face, but they just going. I got tired of it. So I came in the room. I said, hey, I got something I want to say, and I said, and everybody started looking. They stopped talking. I said, me and Rosalyn getting married.
I was like,
and then everybody was
needle scratch.
right. And people was
tell who was talking and who was gossiping.
At that
moment, they told on
at that moment, the people facial. You could see the ones that was like, yes, I'm happy for them, and you can see the other ones like, girl, I knew it. I told you last night.
And then you saw one. Oh, I was surprised. I already knew it.
Yeah. Then you had one that be like, she's just stupid. He's a dog. I don't know. We seen all at that moment. But then I said, psych. I'm just playing. Then I said, who all believe that? And everybody raised their hand like, we believe. And then I didn't even know I was almost kind of like speaking that into existence.
Okay.
But what people try to do, I mean, I truly believe whoever God put together, whatever God put together, can't nobody stop, not even us.
That's right.
So they didn't realize. Yeah, I heard people saying he was a dog. He was this, but mature adults, and I think we was talking about this during the Shell of a Man. You never know what a man going through.
Absolutely.
And remember, I said I experienced some stuff. I have been a shell of a woman.
Yeah.
So I'm learning how to deal with men.
Being patient with that.
Right.
Understanding.
So and remember, I was saying I'm in a relationship where it helps me now because I'm able to see certain things. They had talked so bad about him. He gonna sleep with you and sleep with her. But the key thing is he never once told any of those women they were his woman,
right,
or that he wanted to be in a relationship with him because he never told me that either.
See, that's key.
The key thing is, and the reason I rock with him is because, and honesty, people say honesty is chivalry, but when a man tells a woman the truth, she will rock with him, no matter if it hurts or not. But the fact that when we start having our little entanglement, and I started falling in love, he reminded me, okay, we not in a relationship. Okay, yeah, but you my baby, you this, you that, key things that would keep me there. But the key thing is, if he wanted to go out and mess with Tasha, I couldn't get mad. But the type of person he is, that's not even his character. But if you don't even know him, you don't know. All you know is, okay, he with Tamika today and Tasha that day, and that's all you know. But I got to know him. That's not even his character. He don't even have a heart to just sleep with me today, then sleep with somebody the next day, da-da-da. The other women, he wasn't trying to be in a relationship. He wasn't trying to settle down. He wasn't trying to do this. So he made it known he was single. And if you wanted to rock that way, you got to deal with it. And if he don't deal with you this week, that you can't be upset.
I feel like you want to say hold up though.
No. It's all fact. I was just finna say I just never tried to defend it. I never tried to defend myself. You know what I'm saying?
He would, and that made me look like, why you letting him say this about you? But I just kept
hearing.
He said, I know what it is.
I just kept hearing India Ari saying the truth, it needs no proof. Either it is or it isn't. That's all I kept hearing, man.
That's the joint.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, they don't even know me. They know Showtime, man. You know what I'm saying? The entertainer. They know that guy.
They don't know JJ.
Yeah, they
when I tell you now, some of those same women don't even remember the stuff they told me about him.
Of course not.
Oh, I'm happy for you. They see how good he treat me, how good he is. Y'all do this, y'all do that.
Right.
Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I knew it. But you were the one told me
he's a dog.
You.
Stay away from him.
Said, got a different girl every day of the week.
Right.
And it used to be hard for me because I'm like, every time I post a picture of us, they don't like it. They don't promote it. But I do it by myself. But it's to the point I
trust me, they were looking. They
definitely was looking. You feel me? They definitely. That's why I like the stories now, because the stories you can see.
You get to see who.
I'll be like, and I'll post a story and I'll post the same picture and I'll be like, how come I got 10,000 views on the story and they got 2 likes on the picture? Like, somebody's lying. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. So you turn to Denzel. All right. Okay. All right. That's what we doing. Okay. All right.
But you know, what's dude's name? We was looking at his video this morning. He said something about he don't believe a woman could love him if their spirit is not right.
Plies.
Say he don't believe. Said it again.
He said he don't believe nobody can love him if they spirit not right. If they don't have a spiritual connection.
And you know what?
Gotcha. Okay.
I was saying I believe that because a lot of people fall in lust. And what they may assume is love, but it don't last because they're spiritually not connected with the source. And spiritually we connected. We didn't even know we fell for each other the same day. I just found this out 3 weeks ago because he told me.
Okay.
He was like, you want to know what? I ain't never told you this, but the day you saw when he came to the church, I was doing my thing. And when he got up there and ministered, I was like, oh God, okay.
But I knew she sung on the praise team. She sung on the praise team, and you know I'm in the church, so I know when the choir or the praise team get done singing, they get lost. You know what I'm saying? You can't find the drummer, you can't find the musician until the pastor until it's time for them to come back in the middle when the pastor is hype.
Right.
But
when
she,
get to that
but she didn't do that. I think she started serving the pastor's wife.
Okay.
She started serving the pastor.
Yeah.
She started helping old folks in the church. She was making fans. I was like, man, this girl do it all. I didn't know what was going on.
She active.
Right. She active in the church. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. She likes to give. She like to serve. Serve. That's the word I'm looking for. She like to serve. And I wasn't looking at it on the note like I can't wait to get her home. She can cook my breakfast.
Right.
Bring it to
Showly is hungry.
No, it wasn't that. It's just I looked at it from that angle where church folks get lost, man, until but she was very active. So I looked at that, and like I say, man, the reason why I wasn't trying to defend it, you can't change your character who you are, man. You only can be fake for so long.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
eventually the representatives got
niggas gonna come, y'all.
Right.
The representatives gonna come and represent who the real you are.
Yeah.
Right. So I didn't think that was nothing that she can fake just because I was there that Sunday.
They
didn't look at her like, what are you doing?
You'll never do
you don't never do
it. The Roz up there.
I was choking the other day. I ain't getting no water. The name of Jesus? Who is this?
Right.
Who are you?
She turned the water into wine.
Yeah, she brought the
Right. Normally I don't do this.
I know y'all do. Let's keep the party going. Pastor, like, sister, you washing my feet? What's going on? Well, you ain't never washed my feet before, Sister Patterson. You know. So that's what it was, man. It was a characteristic that I saw in her, and I like.
What's up.
You know what I'm saying? Outside of the physical attributes.
Yeah.
You know. So
boy, and I was doing this trying to fight. No, God, oh my God. So you ask for a man to come into your life too, that you can love and have the agape love.
That's what's
and
up.
Pray. When I tell you, no matter what, whether we was mad at each other or not, pray every morning. every night. Some mornings we be like, oh, you want to pray? I already prayed, but it's prayer that kept us as well. The praying together.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't, I'm an intercessor prayer warrior. You know how many dudes that have heard me praying, they get scared like, what? And
oh, she too deep.
Yeah.
But I'm not deep.
I can't drink around her.
I'm just, but the sad part about it, they don't know me. I'm not deep, but intercessor is who I am. I can be driving this accident. I might just bust out and start praying for the people in the car because that's who I am. But I like to have fun. I like to party. I like to, we both Gemini. So we are just. People used to say you the female him and he the male you. Y'all just. I don't know how y'all gonna do it. Y'all gonna keep bumping heads, but we so much alike. But we have fun, but it don't keep us from serving God, and ministering to others.
Absolutely.
Or getting up doing what we need to do Sunday mornings. I remember at one point we was going to 3 different servicing on Sundays after having fun and doing stage plays and after parties and doing all of that because we can't forget the source, and where we get all the energy and strength to do what we do.
Absolutely.
So
that's what's up.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I wasn't expecting it to go here.
Yeah.
It wasn't the conversation I thought we was going to have today.
We got to be ready.
But this is good, man, because I like this kind of stuff because I like organic conversations.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's genuine. Our listeners, man, we can talk all of this. Everybody want to hawk their wares, and I get that. But when you start having real conversations with people and, being able to, oh, wow, he cool. Where is his CD?
Right.
Cool. How can I get more information about the play?
I've done that a lot by watching people interviews. Right. I watch a lot of people interviews. It makes me like that artist a little more. You know what I'm saying? So you're definitely right about that.
That's good. That's real good.
But yeah, I kind of felt like it was gonna go down.
Yeah, right.
I was ready. I was ready though. I was ready. But but it was definitely that because some people out here, your listeners, may be going or dealing with the same stuff that we probably have dealt with. Just. Because I believe when you're connected with somebody I think y'all should try it's okay to have a business with each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have a business and a personal life. A lot of people think that when they in a personal situation with somebody, they can't do business together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I beg to differ.
You just gotta know where that line at. You know what I'm saying? Business is business and the personal is personal. And that's something that we had to learn too, because like she'll come at me about something. I'll be like, hey man, that ain't got nothing to do with the business, yo. Right. What I'm saying? I don't even know that girl. I don't even know her, man. I don't know how she came up to the job.
You talk to me after 5.
Yeah, right. But right now we dealing with J&R Elite. That's what we doing. Right. I can take a review.
Oh, they go like this.
Yeah. We can be talking about that now. We got San Antonio.
We got.
But I don't want the cake. I don't want the cake.
But so and that's why a lot of people gravitated to us too, because we are fun people and they see us, and our chemistry is a crazy connection. That's what's up. on the cameras. We've done a lot of work together. I actually did. I think the first one we did was the R. Kelly thing.
I played the reporter.
When R. Kelly did the report.
We're gonna have to sing it.
Send me that definitely.
We got like about 8,000.
Y'all killing me.
This is my life. I'm fighting for.
Right. Oh, I did all that, man. Like
he did.
Funny,
man.
And I played a little choir.
You got that.
And my daughter played the one in the closet.
Oh man, you got the.
My daughter played the one in the closet.
I wrote it up in like 5 minutes, man. Really? I just caught a vibe, and I was like, man, I gave it I wrote it up, and I sat in the front room and gave it to her. Yeah. She's like, what do you know? I said, just read this. She went and put on a little reporter outfit. You know what I'm saying? I had my suit on like I was Rob. You know what I'm saying? This is me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
So you're telling me you have all of these women out here. It was fun.
Right. That's
my daughter pops out the closet. Can I have something to drink?
I said, get back in that closet. While you out of that closet.
I would say, so I was just talking about that song just not long ago. That song right there. Yeah. I said, I don't care how y'all feel about R. Kelly. I'm not here to defend or condemn. Right. Have your feelings.
We're not God.
But there is nobody in the history of time that has ever wrote a song as dope as that to me,
man.
Like, I mean,
he's amazing.
Feel how you feel about that man is a musical genius, man.
He's a genius, man. He's a musical genius, man. And once again, the shell of a man. You know, I was around him every day for like 3 years, man. From the age of 24 to 27.
Okay.
And he used to call me Lil Kels, like that.
Oh wow, that's what's up.
Yeah. So that's what. So
how did that connect?
One of my partners, man. I met one of my.
And
partners,
we are referring to what. R. Kelly.
R. Kelly, yes, gotcha. Yes, Robert Kelly. One of my partners one of my partners from Chicago was an artist, and me and him was building and getting cool with each other. We didn't grow up with each other. I met him downtown Chicago. Then one day, he called me one night at like midnight and was like, "Hey man, we're finna go hoop with R. Kelly. You want to roll?" I said, "Bro, I'm already on the porch. What you talking about? Where you at? I got my gym stuff all right. Yeah, I'm ready." Yeah. At first, I was like, "Man, stop playing." Yeah, but then I hung up on him. Like, it's too late to be playing like this. He called me back like, "No, for real, man. I'm finna go hoop with Rob. What's up?" I'm like, "Man, I'll come get me then. Come get me.
Pull up."
And so then he came and got me, man. Yeah. We went to the gym. And because I was doing music once again in the city, everybody knew me. Everybody knew who my mentor was, who I looked up to. Like, at that time, it's like R. Kelly. If you do R&B music, period. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when R. Kelly came inside the gym, man, he walked inside the gym, man, and he walked in the dressing room and changed. I was like, that go. Kels, that go a musical god. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So then when we had a chance to get on the floor with each other, everybody was like, let's Showtime stick R. Kelly. Let's Showtime stick R. Kelly. And then I remember he checked me. This is the first thing we said to each other. He gave me check ball. He said, check ball. And I grabbed the ball and I did like this. I said, hey, man, I'm a big fan of your music, but I'm finna F you up today.
Look here, partner.
Just like that, he started laughing, man. And
ain't no love on this court.
Man, it ain't between these lines, man. Hey, man, I rock with your music, man. But today, and I think, so, you know, that's how we really kicked it off. And then I remember how we really kind of got close was before he used to lead a gym. Like, he didn't do it every night, but some nights before, like, girls be in the gym dressed like they going to the club. It was crazy, man. Like, it'd be so many people in there sometimes in the gym because people want to bring other people.
Of course, yeah.
Right. So before he lead the gym, he'd be like, all right, now I'm getting dressed. If y'all do something, y'all better come show me. Y'all do magic, y'all flip, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Y'all
be known
put a rabbit out the hat, you know what I'm saying? So it turned to like a talent show. And everybody run over there and try to sing, try to rap for them and do what they do. And I used to be the only one. I'd be like, I ain't singing. Yeah. And then it was another dude in there named Showtime too. And this Showtime had just as much money as Kelly. He used to hang out with Michael Jordan. Okay. Every time he came to the gym, he had on something brand new from Michael Jordan collection that we never seen before. So he was the only one that could really talk to R. Kelly like you know, like R. Kelly was a loser. You know what I'm saying? Wow. He had that money like that. Yeah. But they would go back and forth with each other, right? Yeah. Until I did it too. I did it. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? But that dude was like, man, Showtime can rap. I mean, Showtime can sing. And he was like, what's Showtime? He was like, you talking about the Bigfoot dude? And you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah. So then I sung, and then ever since then, man, we became cool. We started
that's what's up. Well, did you sing one of his songs?
Yes, of course. Of course.
My mind's telling me no.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
I the one he sang?
No, I didn't sing. That's the one everybody always asks me.
That's the one he always.
He tried to put me on. He tried to put me on the spot with that one time, but that's another story. But anyways, I sung Slow Jam.
Okay, that's what's up.
But after I sung it, you know what he said? Everybody went crazy. The gym went crazy, and Kels was like, that was pretty good, but you had like 7 off notes. I'm like, for real, I had 7 off notes. Then he had a bunch of yes men with him all the time. And yes men,
it was definitely 7.
Yeah, no, that's what they did. That's what they did. No. If the man said 7, it was 7. Right. He been doing this for 20 years, man. He been doing this for 20 years, fam. If he said 7, it was 7, not 8.
Kelly, know what he talking about.
So I said, all right, man. So then I said, well, check this song out. Then I sung a Neo song. You're sexy when you're mad.
Oh, that's the joint.
And then he was like, no, that was better. Yeah, it's better because it ain't your song. Yeah. No, his guys did that. That's crazy. You was there?
No.
Oh.
He just felt right.
Yeah. If the man said 7, it was 7, man. He been doing this for 20 years. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, that is too funny, dude.
Man, y'all grown men, dog. Y'all.
He signed a check.
Yeah, he signed a check.
He signed a check.
I remember him telling them one time, I came in, my partner said, this when him and Jay-Z fell out, and I had a Jay-Z shirt on. I had a Jay-Z shirt on, and I was going to change my shirt and put my jersey on, but my partner dared me. He said, I dare you play in that shirt. I was like, I'll play in that shirt. It's nothing. Man, when I got done, man, my lip was busted. My shirt was ripped off. Halfway, I had a scratch.
Checking you hard.
I had a ninja scratch across my whole. R. Kelly told he told they dudes. He told his dudes. He said if that Bigfoot dude score one more time, ain't nobody getting paid. And they started playing football on me, man.
That is too
above
funny.
the rim.
Yeah,
exactly.
He did that one, man. and that's I'll never tell this part of the story. During that course, I kind of got a little mad, and I seen one of his guys running up to set a screen because I was sticking kills. And when he came to he was coming to set a football screen, and I grabbed R. Kelly.
It wasn't even a pick.
This ain't even a pick. He was running like this, like hut one, hut two. And when I seen him coming, and I grabbed Kels, right? And when his man's hit me, Kels felt the impact too. And Kels kind of slapped me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's like, hey, don't grab me like that.
Never touch the
velvet. Hey. And at that moment, I was like, okay, do I punch him or do I be like, man, R. Kelly,
like, I don't know what
touch
to
my
do.
face, man. Kels, touch my face.
Do I never wash this?
Do I do that? I was confused. The Macho Man wanted to come out and be like, boy. And then the other side was like, man,
R. Kelly,
that's like getting touched by Michael Jackson. Like he shook Michael Jackson's hand with that hand. He did this with me. Yeah.
That is too funny, man.
It was some great stories.
You know what that just reminded me of when Charlie Murphy was telling the Prince basketball story.
Yeah. I got some stories, man.
That is too funny, man. So, but did you ever? I mean, playing ball. One thing, did you ever like get under his tutelage or get in the camp in some kind of way?
Yeah. What happened was they shut the gym down for renovation, so we started hooping in his basement.
Okay.
What about that, huh?
Yeah.
So, so I get the call like
that sound about right.
Yeah, I get the call like pull up. We finna go hooping. I'm like, all right, I'll meet you at the gym. My man said no, they shut the gym down. Pull up to Kel's crib. I'm like, okay. So I go inside. I go to his crib. He had a security guard at the gate. The gate come open. You gotta check in with the security guard. He gonna take a little Polaroid picture of you, put it inside this little Ziploc thing, and you gotta sign a waiver saying that you can't talk about what you seeing inside his house. You put all that inside. They took a picture of your ID. I thought I was going to see the president, man, or something. It was crazy. So we get inside the crib. We hooping, and I took this as an opportunity just to walk around the house like I'm looking for the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Because just to see the pictures of the plaques and the Grammys. Yeah, right.
Like go boy
Yeah. So but then he had like a little. After we got done hooping, he had like a little studio session where he had turned some beats on and everybody started freestyling. Okay. Tyrese was there one night.
Nice.
And that's when I took it upon myself to let him know I was nice. You know what I'm saying? In that little setting, man. I remember Charlie
Mac.
Wilson.
Oh, Charlie Wilson.
Charlie Wilson. But Charlie pulled me to the side and was like, "Young man, you dope, you nice." You know what I'm saying? So to get that from
you get that
what are those beep to get it from him, man. You know.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That was real big. So,
yeah.
So that's when we started kind of like hanging out, man. So anytime he'd go out to the parties and stuff, he knew I was cool. I wasn't no snitch, man. I ain't telling what I see in the house.
Yeah.
You got to be able to trust folks like that, man. And then I used to keep it 100 with him. I used to let him know that the dudes that he was hanging around was suckers. You know what I'm saying? Like they just only around because they getting paid. So he found out later.
Yeah.
So we became
several times over.
Became pretty cool.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So
all right, so I gotta ask this question. Hold on, let me ask him this question. I gotta ask.
Go ahead,
because I think people might be like, "Well, do ask the question." So
ask the question.
I'm gonna act as though the public has already told me the question.
Yeah,
to ask you.
Well, all right.
So, did you see any of that crazy stuff?
Up
in the
Nah, I didn't.
Rockland?
I didn't see it in that crazy. So you got to understand. R. Kelly at the time, I think he was what? I think he like 10 years older than me.
Okay.
So like 10 or 11 years older than me. So if I'm 24, and at the time he's 34, but I see a 19-year-old or a girl that look like that's kind of cool to me. I ain't really thinking nothing of it because I'm almost the same age.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Not thinking of it like, man, this might
older
this might be a problem.
Yeah,
this don't really because her mind really ain't really developed like that yet.
No,
but as a 24-year-old,
it don't look that way.
Yeah, it don't look right.
Yeah.
So so the only time I can say one of those days I was looking for the bathroom, and I heard like about 4 females chilling in the room, right? And they was just laughing and giggling. It's just the bathroom, right? They were just laughing and giggling, right? So I'm like, I thought we was the only ones in the basement. I hear some girls laughing and like they having a good time.
Right.
So I knock on the door first, then I come in. You know what I'm saying? Get nobody a chance to, because I'm hoping
we're dressing.
You know what I'm saying? What's all doing in there? You know what I'm saying? But they were just in there chilling. So I'm like, I said, hey, how y'all? I turned it to Showtime. I got smooth on them. Hey, what's up, ladies? How y'all doing? No, I ain't even know y'all was up here with y'all. Y'all cool? What you do? You sing? You model? Oh, okay, you model. All right, what's your name? I'm shaking everybody's hand.
Yeah.
But at the time, R. Kelly had just left and flew to California for an award show. One of the acts had dropped out of the award show, and he got a call, so he had to go.
Gotcha.
So I'm like, yo, what y'all doing? They said we waiting on we waiting on Mr. Kelly. I said, well, he just left and took off.
He over there O'Hare.
He went, yeah. I said he's gonna go to California. They was like, oh well, we'll wait. I said, I'm not talking about the street California, baby. I'm talking about like to a whole other state. He gone.
Yeah.
And they was like, he gone? Like, yeah. Then they was just like, we'll wait. And I was just like, all right. So then I closed the door and walked on down. I say, his pimp hand's strong. I wish I can. I wish I could leave and go to another state not even tell my girl I'm going. You just wait. Yeah. So that's the only thing. Other than that, no, I didn't see no black room. I ain't see no. Yeah. And then if I did, I probably wouldn't say it. But you know,
NDA, so you
man. That's still my bro, man. I just pray for him, man. Just pray for him.
Nah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So J&R Elite.
So yeah.
What was the mindset behind forming this company?
Originally,
it's a school.
It is.
Right? Okay.
Originally, I wanted to do something called Monologue Mondays.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was gonna ask about it.
And I wanted to do it originally like a year before we actually started, and I asked him, and I felt like, I want to do business with him. We were still shaky, stuff wasn't.
Yeah.
So I was like, But I noticed every time we got together, we did great work together. We was on divorce court together. We do a lot of great work together.
Yeah, we gotta explore that, but go on.
Yeah. So you just can't say that.
You just can't go there and keep going. I don't understand.
I didn't even know y'all was married.
What's going on here?
We've never been married, but we was on divorce court. We just did a lot of stuff together. He played my husband, abusive husband, and turned me out on crack and cocaine. In the Star movie I was in. Called, what's the name of that movie with Nas?
She gonna kill us, man.
She
N-A-Z Nas?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to
Nas Panky, yeah.
Yeah.
I played in, I was her lead character. He was my husband. I played in this movie that she wrote.
Yeah.
Our chemistry just always been good together. So I thought maybe, when I started acting, I didn't have anyone to tell me what a monologue was, tell me how to get to XYZ.
Yeah.
And one day I went and auditioned for this main role, and it was some people here from LA that was looking for real good hardcore talent.
Okay.
I don't know if you know Lester Green.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Shout out to Lester.
Yeah, shout out Lester.
Yeah.
He was actually one of the judge. And then it's a female named Lester Green. Leslie Green.
Leslie Green, okay.
I thought it was married, but they don't even know each other. But she was from California, one of the judge that does a lot of production work and hire for big companies in California.
Okay.
So I went out there because I'm here and I'm a natural, did my thing, and I killed it. It crushed me because I didn't get the role. Lester saw me. He was like, you are phenomenal. Don't give up.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give you this book. He sell a book, How to Act Like You Love. Act like you love yourself. And it tells you from
I got the book.
X, Y, Z what to do to get to where he was.
Yeah.
And I started applying those things, because when I first came in, people was taking phones, doing headshots with their phone, which I learned, you can do it, but it's really not professional if you were trying to get a main big gig. Learning how to do monologues under a short period of time, learning how to, you pay for what you get, get a professional reel done, all of that. And so he really did inspire me to just want to teach others how to get there.
Yeah.
And not, because, Atlanta will have you out here doing stage plays and short films, but you never make it big because it just settle for just doing, for that now. They're getting paid. But I had to learn that I'm my own brand. So I don't care if you hire me to act or you hire me to act. If I do bad, y'all can get rid of me. But if I do good and I'm still with you, but I decide to leave you, people are going to follow me because I branded and marketed myself.
Right.
So when we finally decided to take off, I got with Javon. Finally, after a year later, he agreed to do it.
I had to pray on that thing, man.
Yeah, because we was having a lot of ups and downs. We were still trying to find who we were, find ourselves and everything. And we just took off. We started out doing the Monologue Mondays, and then they wanted to do more. We did Taco Tuesday.
Explain how Monologue Mondays work. How does that work?
Well, initially they was just going to come in, and on Mondays,
they mean
an hour, the students.
Students, okay.
Come in, and I was just going to.
Let me get you closer to.
I was just going to teach them, or have an educator, instructor to teach them on how to do a minute monologue, how to do a monologue to ace in the interview, how to do the different types of monologues. I can't remember right off the top of my head.
It was basically wrapped around monologues at first.
At first.
But the Bible tells you, be faithful over a few, I make you rule over many. So it grew into something different.
Gotcha.
We used to have different instructors come in, like Lester, Jason that played
Trey Chaney.
Jason, he played I don't know if y'all saw the Wu-Tang series.
Jason who?
Louder.
Jason Louder.
Jason, yeah.
Bomba clock.
There we go. Yeah, he came in and talked. Nas.
Okay.
So we had a lot of people that came in and knew what they was talking about, and it just grew into something different outside of monologues. We started teaching blockings, facial expressions, how to speak from your diaphragm so you can project yourself. How to act just with your face, you know what I'm saying, from the camera from here to here, and not doing too much movement, you know what I'm saying. So it turned into that, man, and our students started receiving doing commercials, film, short movies and everything, and they was getting it up under their belt, and everybody started looking at us now like for the talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, y'all school is producing these people. What else y'all got?
Yeah.
So, because what it was, the first 10 weeks when they signed, because it's 20 weeks, the first 10 weeks, which introduction to acting, they would get their headshots, their filmed monologues, and a certificate of completion with all of the other training.
Okay.
And two students got the opportunity to win to be in the film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I had started this group where we do placements. It's almost like we're an agency that place them.
A casting agency.
Yeah.
Right. Which I really want to do that because I do find gigs, but I got to figure out how to do it in a way that it benefits JNR Elite, because I just do it for my students because I want them to brand themselves and them to get out there.
Yeah.
Then the second week, that's when they go into actually filming movies. That's when we filmed our first production.
Okay.
Because that was our first class that graduated the second time.
Is that I saw a video, some footage of.
Yeah. Well, the first one, that was the first graduating class.
Yeah.
That class graduated and moved on to the second part, which that video is coming out soon.
Okay.
That graduation just happened, but they end up getting their reel done.
Okay.
Their resume building. They end up getting phenomenal roles. And they are doing great. And they're like, you going to do a third round? So every time we try to stop. And the thing is, what I love about it, we are virtual. We had a student from Alabama that came. She was on time for school every day.
Wow.
Every day. So we are planning
on the computer.
virtually.
Yeah.
But she came down for the graduation.
She came down for the graduation, but her presence was like she was there.
Yeah.
Because she was active.
Okay.
We are in demand for out of town, so we're going to start doing seminars in different states.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, but the kicker is JNR Elite is getting ready to start being a production company. We've already started doing short films ourselves. We got like 6 series that he wrote, and
it's called When Showing Out Goes Wrong. It's a lot of different scenarios.
Right.
It started out just. I had a show in Arkansas, and we was at the hotel, and it was really hot outside now, and she wanted to go get in the pool. So I said, let's get in the pool. It's 105,000 degrees.
Right.
So I said, let's get in the pool. So as we was walking to the pool, I just caught a vibe again. I caught it just like the R. Kelly thing. And I said, hey, you want to shoot a little short film real quick? She like, well, what you want me to do? And so I explained it to her. I said, we gonna make it look like, you know, you got your little bathing suit on, you looking nice, you know what I'm saying? And I'm walking up to the pool real macho like, and I'm looking at you doing your little swim and your backstrokes, and I'm showing out like, you know, I wait till y'all. She ain't seen me, she ain't seen my backstroke yet, you know. And when I jump in the pool, I forgot I can't swim, and I started to drown, you know what I'm saying? So that's when showing out. That was the first one. So when I put that out, we got so much feedback from it. It was crazy. Like somebody had hit me up. It was like, man, I just found out I had cancer. This made my day, man. Wow. Keep going. So you know, I'm on number 6 now, man. So
nice.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it, we didn't even think Jerry and I was going to come to that, because initially I was supposed to do 10 weeks of monologue Mondays, the next 10 week music Monday, because we sing.
Yeah.
And the last 10 weeks is modeling Monday. It was going to all be MM.
Yeah.
But we did so well with the acting, we never took off with everything else, other than we did our own individual singing. But I think we're really killing it with.
So y'all kind of found the niche.
Yeah.
But that doesn't rule out the music or the modeling at all. It's just that this is in high demand. The acting.
Strike while the irons are hot.
Exactly. Right. You know, because I like to tap in to inspire artists. Period. Like, because I feel like, you know, in this business nowadays, a lot of people that can act can sing. They can do other things than just act. They can dance. You know what I'm saying? So if you have those gifts inside of you, then Rosalyn and I want to be the one,
the triple threat.
Yeah, right. Rosalyn and I want to be the one to pull it out. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so pull it out. So you know, I specialize in singing, but you know, I wish I would have been writing when I was younger. That's a lot of that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I
feel you. Somebody asked me recently, do I have any regrets? And I said, well, yeah. I said, and I always said, you know, whenever I'm asked that question, not often I'm asked, but when I'm asked, I would tell myself that when I started acting, keep going.
Keep going.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't stop.
Man.
Because, you know, different things will stop you.
Yes.
Fear. For me, you know, to make the long story, I'm stealing from Corey Red, a long story bearable, for me, I got into the church.
Right.
Christ got a hold of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when that happened, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that you could do both.
You can, and
I didn't know that at
Denzel
the time.
Washington, his pastor loved him, and he do all it on TV, but I can't name the church, but when we did the voice course, I sat down from the church that I was serving.
They said she was doing soft porn.
They said I was doing soft porn, you know, because I
she
model.
Yeah.
And it's like
on ABC.
You
know what I'm saying?
This is my
family
career.
Network, you know what I'm saying?
It's my career.
Yeah.
It's not who I am. It's the character.
Yeah.
So, but I learned from that, and I'm happy where I am now. You know, I'm under Pastor Lisa and
what church?
Grace,
okay.
Grace International.
That's
and I love how she allowed me to come and worship, serve, and be me, and not judgmental or not look at what I'm doing to make money. Because I'm not. If you look at my Facebook, I'm not doing nothing provocative. I'm not doing. And you see me working, work, or you see me saying something about my family.
But then y'all don't want to hear me in the series that I'm in right now, because I ain't nice.
No. But I understand. I understand.
3 through 1.
What's that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Google that.
It hadn't dropped yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I understand where you're coming from with that. Not knowing
what to do. Because I didn't have any mentors or spiritual leaders to really. Because from DC, nobody's in my world.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the only one in my world in terms of career.
Yeah.
So everybody else, you either from around the way.
Yeah.
Or you was in church.
Yeah. No doubt.
And so I didn't know who to talk to about. Well, can I love God, serve God, and still go out here and floor and filth?
Right. Filth, floor.
You know what I mean? and I didn't have nobody that could tell me, oh yeah, you know, because
Eddie Murphy Raw for some of y'all that don't know that.
Facts. But it was, you mentioned Denzel.
Yeah.
And I saw an interview. This is, of course, years ago. I saw an interview with Denzel, and he explained it in the interview, and I was like, okie dokie.
So that's what I used to live by, that interview you saw, right? Cause I was getting I almost felt like I was getting stereotyped. I'm either playing the drug dealer or I'm period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or the dude that's cheating. You know what I'm saying? So and a lot of things I had a lot of curse words to say. Right. But I used to always try to put it off like, okay, that's not Jovan. That's the character I'm portraying.
I remember in one audition, I apologized to the girl. It's not really me. It's not me. I just want to apologize.
Would you like dinner? Would you like dinner?
But you a B. You know what I'm
saying? Right.
You be true to you and who you are, and they'll still use you. I look at Cicely Tyson. She never. She told them she never would. Don't even bring it her way. But she was great. She never would play a role that decharacterized black women doing drugs or prostituting themselves. Right. She never would play those roles, and she still was great all the way up until she died.
But now I had to. I just put it out there that I'm not doing those type of roles.
Gotcha.
And that's because I just signed with a new management company. Okay. And I know they're trying to take my gospel career to another level, so you don't even want to put that energy out there for brand new people to just okay, he's singing about God, but we just singing one of his show saying these MFing words. So maybe later on I might venture back in once the fan base grow and get more big and they understand that's not who he is. Right, like right now it's like I'm brand new. So
I could see how people would
You know, but if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't, because I understand it ain't just me no more. I got a team that's putting up dollars to try to build me.
Gotcha.
And I'm helping them tear it down. So I understand that. But like how you said, man, that's not who you are. So that's just what it is, man.
Yeah. Jump into music for a hot second.
Yeah.
So you have a project out now?
I do. I have an EP out called Blessed. It has 9 songs on there. Okay. 9 songs. Yeah.
Who'd you work with on the project?
Actually, man, I got producers from all over, man. Other than I don't even have no features on this.
No features?
No features at all. I just thought about that. No, everything is all me on this first project. I wrote everything. All the vocals, the harmonies, everything is all me. And then she, of course, her song Holy now featured on her song.
On her project.
I did something different. I kind of like sung rap, and it was dope. I didn't know how it was gonna come out, but it was dope.
It was dope.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I have an EP out right now called Blessed. It's doing pretty good.
Any artists that you would like to work with?
I work with you already. Of course, Rosalyn.
Any other artists you would
I definitely do, man. I wanna work with T.I. I want to work with T.I. You thought I was gonna say somebody gospel?
No. Listen, hey, I get it.
People always ask me if I had to pick one rapper, man, who would it be? And it's Tip, man. I love the way Tip think, man. I love the way he bring it and how he keep
Hustle gang, homie.
Hustle gang, right. One of my partners that signed with Lecrae, man.
Who over there reach?
1K Few.
Oh, 1K Few. Okay.
Yeah, 1K Few. He been hot. He been hot. He actually I got a song on my album called Choices, and I'm gonna just tell a real quick story about 1K. And we was going to Canton Jones Church. I was going to Canton Free Life. Shout out to Canton. And so I knew I seen the kid. I knew he was fit. I knew what was finna happen with him. Right.
I met you over there.
Probably so.
I feel like it, dude.
Probably you been.
I've been to Free Life a couple times. Yeah,
probably was.
I've never been.
But I knew
it's a small world.
Yeah, I knew 1K was gonna blow, man. Yeah. This before he got signed to Lecrae, so I said, man, I got this joint, man. I want you to jump on it. He was like, all right, send it to me. And I tried to explain. I explained to him the name of the song was called Choices. I didn't give him no melody or nothing like that. I sent him the record on Tuesday. He sent it back to me on Wednesday. Wow. But it didn't match what I was doing. I could never use it. Yeah, but I still got it though. But I still paid him because I was like, man, that was quick. You could have been Hollywood about it, man. He ain't asked for no money, man. Super dude. Well, shout out to 1K Few, man. He sent that record back real quick. Real quick, man. Real quick.
Nice. So Tip, huh? T.I.
Yeah, man. I rock with Tip, man. I think we could definitely kick. My music, man, is very different. They call me like the Chris Brown or Trey Songz of gospel. It's crazy. I take it though. I take because it sounds like R&B and hip hop, but I'm talking about God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm just talking about real stuff. I ain't trying to force my beliefs on you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do none of that stuff. Yeah. Like, if you don't do this, you're going to hell. We ain't with that. I'm just telling you how I kick it and what's been working for me. And if you want to change your life and you do something different, try God.
You know what I love about his music? I mean, interrupt. It's very inspiring. He go and minister. He can minister in the club.
Yeah, my music, my songs I can do in the club.
We was in a church, right? You know how songs minister to only certain people in the church, certain group age.
Right.
His music touched all. I was in service and he was singing. I can't remember the song. I do remember it. You ain't got to say no more.
Say no more.
It was a guy in there thugged out, crying, and he jumped up and started. So me singing, "Change Me, Oh God," I wouldn't have been able to reach him.
Yeah, true that.
But the way he was coming forth with his music, he went deep down, and you got to go deep down in dark places to reach souls. Because if not, I mean, they're not all going to be in church.
Right.
And if you ask me, to me, church folks are acting because they live one way in church. And then I might see you in the club Saturday, but you're not telling this and that, but you're telling what I'm doing. So
I knew somebody who didn't drink unless they was out on international waters. I don't know why they didn't think God was out there.
Right. He don't see you over here.
He don't see you out there.
That's what, man. I never try to hide who I am.
Yeah,
that's right.
I think when you hide who you are, you can't get better because won't nobody hold you accountable
Facts.
for. You know what I'm saying? And I always
not only that, when you hide who you are, you're hiding who you are in God. You have no heaven here to put me in. I can't hide anything from you.
True that.
I mean, if I can't hide from God, why am I going to hide from you?
Yeah.
So you're denying God when you deny who you are.
That's because people don't be wanting to hear the backlash.
Right.
That's why they hide.
Yeah.
But I don't have to receive everything somebody say to me. But however, if you come to me and tell me, hey, pull me to the side, hey man, I like your music, but I think your pants sagging too low, man. I might want to pull you, be an example for that. I got to take heed to that. There ain't nothing you trying to tell me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody probably never came and told me that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was just listening and dancing to the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Party all the time. Eddie Murphy. You know what I'm saying? So, but you put me to the side. So, like I said, now if you come and tell me that, man, I like your music, man, but I think you probably should have sung that last note a little higher. I don't have to receive that. Now I just say okay and keep walking. I appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I made my music for those people that probably wouldn't step foot into the church. Those people that don't listen to Kirk Franklin, don't listen to the Fred Hammonds or the Marvin Sapps. I made my music for those. So when I go do my song, people are like, you want to perform in the club? Yeah, because I don't believe God gonna take me somewhere that His grace ain't gonna keep me. That's first of all. So I'ma go in the dark. I'ma go to them places that them holier than thou people on Sundays be afraid to go and touch those folks, man.
That's right.
My phone number is on the back of my CD. One time I performed in the church. I mean in the club, and this dude called me. So he bought a CD. He called me and he cried out to me and told me that he said he had been cheating on his wife, man. He'd been with his wife for 17 years and he can't stop paying for hookers. But he was like, man, my music made him want to turn his life around, man. And I talked to this brother for about an hour. I never do that. And I talked to him for about an hour, and I continued to call and check up on him, man. And he was he was in his kid's life more, man.
That's what's up.
Stopped spending his money on them women, man. Started being a better husband to his wife. That's what I do it for, man. Yeah, that's what I do it for. Stuff like that. The thugs are cornering me in the bathroom. Hey fam, listen. I need that. I need that. I don't even F. I mean, my bad. Excuse me. That's what they say. No. You good, bro? That's what they do. I don't even F with that. My bad. I'm like, man, brother, that's all good. You talk how you want to talk, man. I ain't got no heaven hell to put you in. I'm just glad that you received the message, man.
Yeah.
And that I just. A lot of people that's in church, they don't realize you got to be also ready no matter where you are. I remember one time him and I had just came back from celebrating some. I ain't gonna lie, I had been drinking, he had been drinking. But we went to this gas station and God had me to pull over.
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock in the morning. Stop whatever we had planned on doing. That's why you got to try the Spirit. Know the Spirit by the Spirit no matter what. God had me to pray for this woman. And God had him praying for the woman's son on the other end. We didn't even know that they was together until they saw us praying and they came together. And it was a phenomenal, awesome feeling because in spite of what people think and say who you are, you know who you are in God, because God is still using you to minister to others in spite of.
Right. Man, the lady was a dope fiend and her son was a drug dealer. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And he
horrible combination.
Man, she wanted some drugs from my son, and they was out there arguing like he wasn't good to her. So she just seen her and started praying for her, and I started talking to the homie, and then me and him started praying, and I said, they started loving on each other, man, and that was dope.
That's nice.
That's what I seen when I seen her at the church when she was washing the pastor feet and all that. That's what I saw
at the gas station praying for that woman.
That's the person that God allowed me to see inside of her.
Nice.
But it's been a great journey, man. So to speak, it's been a great journey.
You guys are in for a treat, because we getting ready to be up on another reality show.
Man.
Speaking of which, you mentioned divorce court.
Yeah.
Now, what's happening? They got fake scripts going on out here on divorce court now.
Hey man. Hey man.
No, I mean, not fake scripts.
No, we got a call saying that divorce court was looking for married couples or whatever. So and I said, well, how much they paying? Oh, we married. We married. You know what I'm saying? So
that's my number.
Yeah. So they of course they did their research on us. They went on our pages and everything. They had us. We had to send in an email to the producers, 4 from her and 4 from me, stating why we want to leave our significant other.
Oh wow!
Now some stuff. So me and her sat down, put our mind together. By me being a writer, this is no brainer. Bet we gonna make it look like you just this 40-some-year-old woman that all you want to do is party all the time and don't cook, you don't clean. Boom, that's who you are. Okay, cool. Boom, this who you are. Then you just this singing dude that you a gigolo. You got all these different women. Okay, boom. Now let's create the storyline. So some stuff was real, some stuff wasn't. But we act so good, you would never know.
Let me tell you something. We supposed to be in season 4. I don't know
why he tripping.
Yeah.
Did you see our commercial?
No.
We did that in our TV commercial for the school. He was like, I want to be in that.
Moscato.
That's it. He know what's going on. He know.
Yeah, we were supposed to be in season 4, but we did so great.
What?
We supposed to be in the
4th season.
No, we supposed to be in the fourth episode.
4th episode. We end up being the first one, and they just show it constantly.
Wow.
So if you want to go and check that out,
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Go to YouTube.
What season is this?
It's on YouTube. All you gotta do is type in
YouTube
Patterson versus Johnson.
Okay, got you.
Patterson versus.
Well, when you go to YouTube, type in
They use your governments in that joint too.
Yeah. The court thought it was real.
No, but I'm just saying, I didn't know that they actually use your real.
Oh yeah.
So when you go to YouTube, you put in divorce court Patterson versus Johnson.
Okay.
Because if you just put in Patterson,
you pulling it up right now, D. Oh.
D, you been mighty quiet over there today. This is dirty. Where you at? Hold on. ATL pretty quiet over there.
Real interesting stories.
The judge was busting up laughing, man. I went crazy.
Wait, divorce court is who? Maybelline?
No,
it used to be replaced her Taller judge.
Oh, Lynn Taller. Yeah,
that's what's her name's wife. That sing.
No, he married the other young lady. What's her name?
I know the other judge.
The other judge.
But that's who it is then.
She replaced Lynn Taller. The light skinned judge.
Yeah, she real pretty.
Lynn Taller has another court show though.
Yeah.
Not divorce. She's doing a whole nother one.
Yeah, she's doing another one. Yeah, she is.
Separation court or something.
Yeah. I just seen that. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I know what you. Okay, yeah. I don't know her name right now, but I can see her face.
Light skin, long hair.
Yeah. She married
Kenny Lattimore.
There we go.
He was in her courtroom.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, this was recent too.
ATL, why you were so quiet over there now?
Y'all got some real interesting stories, and I'm like a fly on the wall over here.
Oh man, it don't end.
They taking it
so like she was just stating before we start talking about divorce court. We just got a call. We can't speak too much on it because the ink ain't dry yet. But we got a call from Oprah Winfrey's network own.
Okay, that's all we gonna say.
The other night, man. The other night, we just sitting up chilling, man, and we get a call, and And they was like, yeah, we saw you on Divorce Court. We want y'all to come on our show. He was like, all right. Well,
and the catch is you got to watch Divorce Court just because of how it ends. You know, normally it ends with people cursing out, breaking up. Right.
She tried. But you know, if y'all really big on energy and spirit, man, you got to take that power away from the enemy, man. I seen it trying to happen, but once again, Proverbs 15:1, people says a soft answer turns away wrath. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, it works. After the show was over, because we had said it was some real things that was in the personal that we had touched on.
Cut me deep with that.
But I tried to warn her. I've been on Judge Mathis show before, so I said, listen, they gonna isolate us when we get there. They gonna put me in my own little separate room. They gonna put you in your room. They gonna bring up these old stories and say, girl, say that. Make sure you say that on the show. He did what? Well, let me tell you what my boyfriend did. Dated some dogs. Get out there. And I told her, I said, no. When we go out there, we gonna talk about your book. And we gonna play around and do what we do, but we gonna promote your book and we gonna promote my EP. I kept promoting her book, and I was like, "No, Your Honor," because she an author. You know, she thinks she could just write me off like that. No,
it ain't in the script.
Yeah, right.
All the words.
It went into the end till it clicked to her head. Like, oh, wait a minute. She like, well, no, he sings. He does sings. He's pretty good. He's okay. He sings. Yeah, yeah. So at the end of the show, you know how they interview you together at the end of the show, and she was just mad. She was going in there and saying, so do you guys think you be able to patch it up? Yeah, she wanted me to believe she's like,
right. He said, write me off.
Get me off on the table of contents.
Yeah. Because she an author, she thinks she can just write me off
chapter after chapter.
Yeah. You better halt. You better sit up.
But it was some her and stuff that I actually wrote a song because of some
she went and wrote a song, shot a video, everything about us. Yeah. Is you okay with that? I guess it's already out now, ain't it?
Oh, don't do that. I asked you before I even
it's all good.
That is too fun.
It was cool, man. So at the end of the show, she was trying to go in on me, and I was just saying some real cool, slick player stuff to the point where she was just like
she'll be back.
Yeah. I was just like, I said something like
I said, you get on my nerve. You play too much. See, that's what's he said, no, my problem is something about obligation.
Yeah, I said something like, she said, that's your problem. That's your problem. I said, no, baby, my problem is I almost made you an obligation and you my priority, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like,
wait.
That's why
Pops caller.
Listen, I did this. I said, that's my only problem. I looked at the camera and said,
Showtime.
They followed us down. They followed us down the hall. She's still trying to go in on me down the hall. And I turn around. I turn around. I see the cameras. I say, oh, they want to fight. That's what they want. They want to see a fight. So I said, hey. Girl, come here, give me her. Let's love on each other. And I slapped on her booty and we hugged.
Right.
And I was like, they ain't gonna air that. I know they ain't gonna.
They aired it. Surprisingly, they aired it.
Oh, wow. They did. I didn't think they was gonna go that far.
Wow.
So, because normally they want you to see breaking up. Yeah. They aired us not breaking up, but hugging in the end. Yeah. That's what the girl who called us for the next thing was like.
We saw the love.
Yeah. So this next show gonna be.
This is on OWN. You say
it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on OWN.
I'm trying to think of what some of her programs are on the network.
I'm gonna say it. Yeah. Put a ring on it.
Oh, that's what's up.
You have heard it? You ever seen?
Is that out now?
Yeah,
yes.
I've never seen it.
We actually just watched. She said watch a few episodes and call us back and let us know if this y'all want to be in.
What your thing is?
Man,
we heard. Look, they don't understand. We like to make money together.
Yeah, I said when she told me how much we was gonna make an episode, I almost got thirsty. Like, no, we don't need to watch nothing. How much you say an episode? No. What we come in at? What we say? Yeah, but we watched the episode, man. It's crazy.
Wow, that's what's up.
It's a 10-episode reality show.
Yeah.
And basically, it's a couple that's been together for some years. They not married. And basically the show want to ask you what's taking you so long to put a ring on it. You know what I'm saying? So what? So it's like, okay, are y'all really in love or is it some problems? Well, let's see.
So they allow you to go on dates with other couples.
Yeah, and they send the date to pick you up from your house. So
you like, bye.
And you have to introduce the guy.
You got to introduce. My lady get the lady that's coming to pick me up get to meet her. One dude came to the door. He opened up the door. He said, "She'll be right back, man." He closed the door in her face, man. He said, "Man, dude outside."
Wow.
Right now. He said, "Man, we already got crazy spirits going on between us. I'm not finna let another spirit in there."
Another one. That is too funny.
And then another guy, he was like, "Oh, here we go again."
Yeah, he was some real no homo, but he was some handsome dudes.
Right.
They had muscles and they working out. My man say, "Y'all, nah, you know, I got my bachelor's degree." And I was like, "Oh, they got doctrines and everything."
I'm here to pick up Ross.
Yeah.
You gonna be like this? Like, oh, she coming out in a second. You gotta look up to the dude.
Are y'all ready for that?
That you know what? We talked about it, and I told her, I said, man, if that's something that you don't, because you know me, I'm an actor, man. So so we gonna do it, we gonna do it. But my thing is, she had to go in with that same mindset. Where I was trying to explain to her about divorce court. Yeah. They not here for us. Mm-hmm. They want mess, and they want a show. Nah, you know, I'll tell them to their face. I know what's going on.
Well, then we won't say any more, so we won't.
Yeah, because
when does it air?
Well, it don't start shooting till October.
Oh, don't start. Okay, gotcha. I got you. Okay.
So I'm gonna definitely let you know. After we'll come back on to talk about it.
Yeah, please do.
Man, it's gonna be
crazy. We got to. Yeah,
I'm excited because bottom line, can't nobody stop what God have put together.
That's
we
what's
couldn't
up.
even stop it. So we gonna try, you know.
Every time that doorbell ring, I want you to repeat that to yourself.
Come on. Hello.
Can't nobody stop.
Hello.
Why me? No.
Hello.
Nah.
I'm cool. I'm good. You know, come on.
We got boundaries. No intimacy. We good.
Yeah, I mean, I figured there would have to be some because that'd be kind of tough.
Because one couple, honey, he slept with one of the days. So.
Yeah, you're going there with your girlfriend, your fake, you know.
No, they was real live. No, they was real live couples.
Like you and your wife, you married, right?
No.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you told me you was married. Okay, you and your girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Well, no,
and we go.
Yeah.
Okay. And we go, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might take his girl out, and I might take her. It's like that. They don't know you. You're
right.
You're not going about it. Other than your significant
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. First and foremost, I'm not finna sleep with none of them guys I don't know. I just met y'all, you know. And then you have to think, it's a lot to think about. I've been through a lot in the last 4 years with him. Mm-hmm. And we are so compatible in so many ways to where you have to look at, okay, yeah, dude might be handsome, dude got money, he got all of this, but can he?
But is he gonna put up with getting bleach thrown in his face? No, I'm just playing.
I did.
What?
No,
Willie Ross?
I did.
Yeah.
Where she put up.
Hold on. We gotta hold on.
Yeah.
Back to the bleach. Let's talk about this Clorox.
That's what it was too.
What?
That's what it was.
He wouldn't leave. I told him to leave.
I thought he had COVID. I was trying to cleanse his soul, officer.
That's too.
I got it on videotape too and everything, man. It's gonna be crazy.
I'm calling the police. Now what happened that caused?
He would not leave.
Now not leave me there.
His mistress, he cheated on me.
Nah, she was just being petty. She was being petty.
I mean, I don't want to open no can of worms right now.
We laughing at it, man.
We look at all that stuff because it's funny how stupid we.
You know what I see y'all doing? Like after every date, y'all gonna come on compare dates and laugh about it.
All day, yeah.
Did you get the lobster?
Yeah, man. It was funny. It's all that stuff funny now.
I don't think I meet anybody that could compare to him or match up with me. I'm being real.
That's what's up.
I've dated a lot of guys with money, nice things. Personalities suck. I like to dance. I mean, we are just, it's crazy. We think, I can be sitting here and think something and he'll say it before, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Quick, think of something.
No, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Like, we talking. Let's go back to the petty, the day of the bleach thing. I'm gonna tell you the pettiest thing she did, because it's funny. I never told her this. The pettiest thing she did, right? She talked about the song "Love's Pain." The name of the song's called. That's the song she wrote about me and did shot the video for. So she realized. She realized, I guess when we talked about the energy, she realized that the stuff she was saying to me wasn't really bothering me. So she threw the song on. She put this. That's got to be the pettiest thing. Oh my God! So she put the song on. Right?
Lemonade moment.
So you know what I did? I started recording myself singing it like I like it, like I was singing it. And you can hear her. You can hear her in the recording laughing. Now, she's supposed to be real mad, but she laughing now. You know what I'm saying?
She put on the soundtrack.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I said, "Oh, this is petty right here, man." So that gave me an idea. I never tell her this. That gave me an idea for a skit. Like when you come home, instead of you saying something to your girl, you just start turning on them songs. And she put on one that, you know what I'm saying, to make you mad, talk secret love. And he's like, that's what we doing. And
what we gonna do?
That's what we doing.
Mrs.
So that's it. So
the song here in my heart.
yeah. And I just want to just come over there and just take the record off and just
right. Snap.
So you got something you want to say to me?
we have definitely had some moments, but we've had more good times than anything. Our thing just came from others.
You know what it was, man. We didn't realize who the enemy was at that time, and we was fighting each other. We was fighting each other, not realizing that I'm not her enemy and she's not my enemy. And then I believe during the course of counseling, couples counseling and individual counseling. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I believe therapy is a must.
That's good. I'm glad you said that, man, because in our community, I think we probably need to even stop what I'm about to say. Stop saying what I'm about to say, which is in our community. Counseling has a stigma attached to it.
Yes, you got to be crazy.
Right.
All type of stuff.
And
man.
You want to know the beautiful part about it? I didn't suggest counseling. He did.
That's what's up.
Yeah, like I talked about, not trying to hide who I am from nobody because I want to be better. If I think you need people. One thing that stopped me from hanging around R. Kelly was he had a bunch of yes people around him. Men, I ain't gonna say women, a bunch of yes men around him, right? Grown men. And I said to myself, if he got all these fake people around him, how real can he be? Ain't nobody telling him he did nothing wrong. Everything ain't nothing. It's impossible for you to do everything right all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody said no, stop, don't do that. She's too young. And nobody say that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. Everybody just rooting you on. I like that's cool. If I'm not taking care of, I got a group of friends I've been around for 20 years plus.
Right.
If I'm not taking care of my child, if I'm meddling around with a female that's too young, my guys gonna let me know about it. They gonna check me, bro. They gonna let me know about it. And then if I continue to do it, they gonna stop being my friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't do that. We don't hang it. We don't write.
Yeah.
So that's what it is, man. I knew that we needed somebody to hold us accountable for the things that we was doing, man. And we had to be transparent with the counselors. That's the only way we would be able to get the help that we needed. Whether she was being better for me or me being better for her, that wasn't even the point. The point is we just need to be better. Period.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and in the midst of us being better for ourselves, it calls us to look at each other differently and love totally different.
And realize who the enemy really is. And it's neither one of us.
And
neither
when I tell
one.
you the enemy, it's all about numbers game. He would play with me with certain things at the same time and stuff that he don't even be doing. It was a bunch of weird stuff.
It was
a lot of weird, but when you stop and really begin to look through the spiritual eyes, you will see that stuff. But before I wasn't looking, and I was just going, this is impossible. How this, you mean to tell me at the same time that and it would just be that ironic. But the enemy, he can't.
It'll be stuff like, I tell her, baby, I'm finna get ready to go to the gym, play basketball. And she'll be like, okay, baby, go. I leave and go to the gym, and then she get a call that from a private number, and somebody on the other line playing on her phone like, yeah, that's why your man on his way over here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
at the exact
as soon as I just left out the door, like, this is real life story. Like, I can't make this up.
Now I'm like, where you at?
FaceTime me.
I went FaceTime. I was ready to come pop up. Where you say you going? Where? You lying? Where gym you at? Who you at the gym with? Hold on, we work out together. I can't come to the gym. That's how I'm thinking. Like, no, we used to work out all the time together.
And stuff like that used to happen all the time, man. It was crazy.
And let me tell you, it happened after we got counseling, but I was able to sit and think because I'm praying to God more and God revealing stuff to me. And when you really get in God more and more, your discernment spirit, it's just something about it. You don't even be want to see stuff, and you just see it. You can touch somebody and you can see stuff. But I remember
it was spooky.
Our issue was. What's spooky?
I said it was spooky.
Oh yeah, it was.
The little stuff used to happen.
Our issue was one issue we had was he used to flirt with a lot of women in his Facebook inbox, right? And so in my mind, he's sexy, he cute, women in his inbox. When I was a friend, we used to be laying right in bed and texting him, so I know because we didn't hide nothing from each other.
Right.
So once I got over that and he started changing and started saying, I don't do that no more, but I ain't got to prove myself. One day, once I got healed and got over that little bit of my life, this one individual that liked him, all of a sudden, it happened before with a female friend that he had. But she told me, girl, he lied. We was on Facebook talking together. Let me show you a message. So that's why it was kind of hard for me to get over certain things so quick. But this was a different incident where another female likes him, right? And every time, and my phone's so crazy, this phone is messed up, but every time I go to my messenger, it shows you who's on and the time.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right. So I would call him and he'll say, babe, I'm calling you back. I'm doing something that then I get on Facebook. I see he on Facebook. Then I see, and it's so weird. Me and the girl is not even friends. Actually, him and I not friends on Facebook either. And both of them will be the first one pops up. And then they'll see out in my mind, they'll see me on and then they'll pop off right quick. And then at the same time.
That's crazy, right?
But I sent it to you, right? Then I sent it to
you. She sent it to me?
I sent it to him. And then they'll get back on at the same time. And then it'll say, both of them was off 5 minutes.
Right.
And both of them back on again. They said, hold on.
She got it down to the minutes.
That's crazy, right?
It shows you
that's
that.
A little deep. That's a little deep, ain't it?
But
Facebook a snitch.
Facebook really is.
Had the bleach.
If you go on there, you ain't even got to look for it. You just go in your messages and it pulls up who's on it.
Oh, at the top,
at the top, and the green light will be on. You see how these two? No, they're not on, but it'll show them two on it. And then when you see them on it, if you click on it, it'll tell you how long that they're off. If you talk, you see what I'm saying? Facebook is snitch.
You learning me something right now.
If you click on it, see how it say,
"Come on here," you know what I'm saying?
And you ain't even got to do nothing but touch their name.
Wow.
And it'll tell you whether they active now or how long.
Oh, that's what it is said underneath the
right.
Things.
You see it?
Oh wow! Yeah.
If you click on it, it'll say active 5 minutes ago.
And so
ironic. Out of all these Facebook friends we got together, them two just kept the timing. I sent it to him. I say, baby, this ain't nothing but the devil. He playing those number games again, but I'm praying. I ain't even tripped with him about it.
She didn't.
And then, but I wanted him to realize what I used to be up against and how the shell of a man, the shell of a woman is real. If this have happened to me in the past, the enemy is trying to use that to make it seem like it's still happening. Don't
still use those same old tricks.
So bear with me while I'm changing because this is kind of hard. We got 400-500 friends. You ain't never online at the same time with them. But y'all two always on at the same time. And I screenshotted it because I want him to see that I wasn't tripping.
Right.
And what I did.
So we can't gaslight no more.
You know what I did? I said, devil, you a lie. I just blocked her because she ain't my friend anyway.
Okay.
And I don't, because I know the enemy, because it might be a part when I'm weak because we're not always strong. We're not always in our best mental capacity, especially when you wake up and you don't give God the honor first. I try to acknowledge him first every morning, but sometimes I slip. So if you're weak in that area, he tripping. What is he tripping for? Then I go in there, then I see that, then the whole just unnecessary drama. So I'm trying to eliminate all of that. So if trust was our thing, I got to trust him with that. And I got to trust that the God in me is not going to steer me the wrong way, and trust and believe that he know if he make that mistake again, he's losing something valuable because I add to him like he add to me. We bring a lot to each other. So with him saying, "Oh, we should be ready for that," I'm ready because I know who I am and I know the man that God placed in my life to be my husband. So without a shadow of a doubt, no matter what nobody think. So
that's what's up.
Well, amen. Pass the collection plate.
Amen. Amen. For our hearts and minds are clear. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Let's govern ourselves accordingly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Well, this was good.
Yeah.
Again, in a direction that I didn't think we were going in at all. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was really, really good. Now I got to learn you guys. Learn more about you. Learn more about you. Re-meet you because I know I met you.
We did
somewhere. And this has been real good, man. It's been fun, man. I enjoyed that.
Appreciate it.
And I like the energy, and I like the things that you guys are doing because y'all are y'all making some moves.
We trying to make
Cardi
it do
B
what
said
it do.
making money moves.
Making money moves,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
We dance, we make money moves.
Right.
But no, man. I just love the to do what I do,
sir.
man. The gifts and the talents that God has given me, just to be able to shine light on the world, man. Just to let folks know, man, you can make it, you can do it, regardless of what anybody else says, man. That's what I try to be a beacon of light about, man. It ain't really about the money, because he gonna provide that anyway. That's gonna come.
Right.
That's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? But when you can change the heart and the minds and souls of other people, man, and make them wanna carry the torch on to try to help the next person, then help the next person. I think that's what it's supposed to be about. That's how this world can grow, man, and be hopefully try to get to a better place. But we definitely got some growing and some work to do.
Yeah. As we all do. You know what I'm saying? We all out here thriving and
Yeah. But this is beautiful what you got going on in here, man. I love it.
We working, man. We one day at a time, bro.
Yeah.
One day at a time, and hey, just want to throw this out here. If y'all know anybody need a podcast studio, send them to WadeWorksStudios.
Okay, got you.
Throw that in there real quick.
Got you. No, we definitely. I'm gonna put it on my page, man.
So, where can people find out how to become a part of JNR Elite and get involved with everything, the productions and everything you guys are working on? What's the
okay, we got a website.
I do have a web page. But,
okay.
We do. It just got built, and I want to say it will be posted on our Facebook page. You can find me at Rosalyn Smith on Facebook or Rosalyn Patterson Actress on Instagram. Also,
you can find me on Facebook. That's Jovan, Jov as in Victory, AN, Mr. Showtime Johnson, or on Instagram, which is probably gonna be easier to remember. Just Official Showtime. No crazy way to spell it. No underscore. Simply Official Showtime.
Official Showtime. Oh, yeah. I'm not too sure off.
Yeah. But
the webpage is JANDR Elite.live.
LIVE .live. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So we taking about 2 month break?
Yes, we're actually changing. Our last class did such a phenomenal job, and what we were originally doing, we were renting spots, and we're trying to put more back into the students. So we're looking to relocate. We're looking for. That's why I was,
asking about
another building.
So normally we take a month off, but we're gonna take 2 months off. But we will be picking back up.
Yeah,
soon.
We'll be picking it back on up. So y'all get ready.
And where can they see some of these projects? Y'all got a YouTube channel, YouTube page?
We do have a YouTube page, JNR Elite Corporation.
Yeah.
But we put a lot of stuff on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on Facebook. We do have a Facebook page, JNR Elite Corporation.
Yeah.
Facebook as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up. Well,
man.
Rosalyn Patterson and my man Jovan, aka Showtime Johnson.
Appreciate it. You act too?
Yeah, I do a little something.
Right. You did say you got some project coming out.
Yeah, I got a couple. I'm involved in a couple of things right now.
I can see it. I can see it on you, man.
I'm trying. Well, I take that back. Whoever heard me say that, scratch it.
Scratch that
because I eliminated the word trying from my vocabulary.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing what I do. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. And, I'm the same way. I scratched out impossible. I don't
know
what that means.
You know what I mean. when I get there, I'll get there. But, you know what I mean?
Just I wish you the best, man, on your journey as well.
Appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. And same to you guys. I'm looking forward to the reality show.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be crazy.
I got to come back and talk about it.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it, too. I get to go on 10 free dates.
I'm out here. Yeah. Like, what up, world? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm just joking, man.
That's what's up.
I was just acting, baby.
Just had.
No, I feel him because, baby.
Just had the bleach.
We get to go on 10
just had
free
the bleach.
days.
Just had the bleach.
Just had the bleach.
You shouldn't bleach your clothes.
You didn't bleach the clothes.
No, yeah.
I bleached the hat.
I thought the hat in the car.
Like, not my lids.
Yeah.
Exhibit A, Your Honor.
You know, them jokers expensive from lids.
Why y'all focus on the bleach? What did he do to get the bleach?
It was funny. It was funny.
I don't care what my man did. You don't bleach my man.
Listen. I recorded myself and I got real dramatic with it too.
He did.
It was all leaking off of my lip. And I was like,
she probably poured some more on.
I said, did y'all see this? Yeah, it was crazy. Did y'all see this? She tried to kill me.
Right now, I'm getting a restraining order.
Crazy,
that is too funny.
But that was the last big incident that we've ever had.
I called the police on her.
And we'll be the last.
I called the
police. He did. They just
I recorded her them putting the handcuffs on her and everything. I got. We gonna make a movie out of that.
They came out there seriously.
She said, could you stop him from doing? See, that's what he did. He said, sir. So I said, I got the freedom. I can record. I got the freedom. I got the right.
I'm going viral.
She said, that's why he always want to put stuff on Facebook. I said, ma'am. They told you don't talk to me, ma'am.
Right. And then you comply. You know what I'm saying? And you go with the
I said, y'all take her in because I'm coming down there to make sure that y'all took her in.
I'm pressing charges.
Oh, I knew I was gonna press no charges.
Oh, that is too
she
funny.
Had to get it for that bleach stuff.
Right.
She
You got to feel it a little bit.
You got to feel it a little bit.
Well, I got a little noise violation. That's all.
Yeah, look, they had nothing to do with no bleach, man. Could put what your grandma say. You can put your eye out.
You can put your eye out.
Everything. Put your eye out. Put that phone down. Put your eye. Put your eye out while it's raining outside.
That's funny.
But no, we've been through. We love it, man. But we love what we do, man, and we love to be able to take those little learning experiences like that, man, and just play with it now and be able to laugh and joke about it, man, and hopefully other people they can skip over that part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We understand that it's always going to be a process, and sometimes you can't. You got to go through the process. You can't skip steps sometimes for certain people. But if we can help people not go through some of the things that we had to experience with each other, man, we all for it. We all for it.
Nice.
And that's what JNR is all about.
That's what's up. JNR Elite, Rosalyn Patterson, Jovan, Showtime Johnson. I appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir.
Coming through, kicking it with us right here on the pod, man. And we're looking forward to all the great things you guys are doing.
Appreciate it.
Please keep us posted. Come back when the reality show drops so that we can.
Y'all need your own show. I'm just put that.
Listen.
Hey, we do.
Real quick. So when we did the divorce court, I said, listen, if we do this right.
I said parlay.
Yeah, I be trying to Ike Turner that thing, man. If we not the physical,
I got you.
But I'm like, if we do this right,
It's
man.
crazy.
I said, they gonna see us. All we gotta do is make sure the ratings are. Somebody gonna see us, and that might say. So now I told her again. I said, see what I told you, because the divorce court. Now if we do this right, we can get our own.
But it was a learning
reality
curve,
show.
You know?
That's exactly what I just told. I said, because I seen when Flavor of Love came out and New York was on there. Then
she did her thing.
She should never had her own show, but she got it.
I love New York.
I love New York. I love her though. Her
We about to have one. I love the Johnsons.
Her and her mother was very entertaining, man. They was very entertaining. So they gave her. She had a few seasons, man. They gave her own show, man. She did good.
Yeah.
Even Stevie J and Jocelyn from Love and Hip Hop. They end up getting their own reality show. It lasted one season, but they stuck their foot in there. Yeah. So you never know, man. The sky's the limit, man. You never know what can happen. So you hit it right on, Dick.
Yeah. Well, we looking forward to all of that.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
I love the Johnsons.
I love the Johnsons. Well, that was Keeping Up with the Johnsons. Is that the saying, right?
Keeping Up with the
No,
Jones.
Keeping Up with the Jones.
Oh, the Joneses.
Jones.
Oh, well,
we can make it Johnson.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, I like that, keeping up with the Johnsons.
Flip it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna flip it, man. Because my friends back in the days, they used to play so many mama jokes. They used to say, "Me and Mrs. Johnson, Mrs. Johnson." They talking about them man with my mama, man. I ain't like that. But you know what? You can flip, yeah. So you can flip it up. You can flip it up though. Yeah.
She is. That's why they did it.
That's
His mama
what's
nice,
up.
Yeah, she crazy.
61 years old. Look like she about 40.
Yeah, she crazy though. She crazy.
Crazy.
She crazy.
Now it reminded me of baggage claim when she break through the door. Crazy.
My mama crazy, man. Somebody said if you did this, then my mama said if birds had a radio in their A, it'd be music in the air. I said, where you get that from? Who told you? Where did that come from?
That's actually funny.
She nuts, man, but she say stuff like that with a real quick and with a straight face, like, where you heard that at?
She the female Dolomite.
She crazy, man. Yeah,
that is funny.
I love her.
I said, where you get that? Where you be get? I be writing it down,
She
man.
be looking at me like, you just took it, ain't you? You lay one more time. Lay one more time.
Man, she crazy, man. I love her though.
Yeah,
y'all got to put her on the show too. We gotta get y'all show. Put her on.
Yeah, right. I be trying. I just shot one of the
series.
Yeah, and I tried to put it in there, but I be trying. I got a sneaker camera on her, man. But you know what? She just had her 61st birthday, and shout out to my mom's happy birthday to you. She just went to Vegas for the first time, and she went on live for the first time, man. It was only like 10 seconds, but she did it, and she went on live. So maybe she kind of
y'all should have sent her out with a camera crew.
Yeah. Oh man, maybe she getting warm. Maybe she getting warmed up to the.
Our reality TV show, we will do that. Have a camera follow us, and it's gonna be because boy, when you get to her house, they gonna need a reality show. They self.
I'll say all by themselves.
My mama different.
9 times out of 10, when I'm around them,
my mama different.
My mama different, man.
Tag right there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's a T-shirt.
That's a T-shirt. Yeah, that is for real, man. I never met nobody like her, man.
She's a sweetheart, though, man. The first day I met her, the first time I ever met her, she bought me bags of clothes. I came back to Atlanta with just because she saw the divorce court. I think she was like, and then part of that, my clothes get ripped out. She said, "Did my son turn your clothes?" I said, "Yeah, something to do with that."
I did. Yeah,
that's funny.
She's a sweetheart. I love her.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Keeping up with the Johnsons.
Keeping up with the Johnsons.
Hey, mama like her, bro. So you got to keep it straight now.
I know, right? That's spooky, right? Yeah, my mama ain't never gave nobody. Listen,
she got mama.
I done had a multitude of women, man, and my mama ain't gave no T-shirt out, no buttons. She came back with garbage bag full of clothes. That was scary.
It's something about this one.
That was scary.
Different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like her. That's funny.
My mama going in her closet, came back with this leather dress on, with this leather dress, and said,
"She back in the 70s.
I really don't want to give this away, but ooh, girl."
I love it.
When I used to be out there on the magnificent mile.
Like, Mom, you gotta start asking me first. Can you give us something? Because if you give it to her, then she they like cats. They gonna keep coming back. Gotta make sure I like her like that first.
That's why she never gave nobody else nothing.
Okay.
Yes. That's too funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's what's up. It's your boy G-Way holding it down, G-Way Podcast, and I'm kicking it alongside with my man Deacon.
Dirty.
Y'all know what it is.
The G-Way Podcast. The G-Way Podcast. Bringing you the cool interviews, the hot topics, and all that other crap. The G-Way Podcast with Deacon Dirty.